Well, good morning, Magellan Mastermind and Network members. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the 5th of February, and it is Challenge Wednesday, and I've got a great one for you, which is going to be so easy. It's not going to require you to talk to any other human being. It's just going to be about you. But before we get into that, a couple things. Number one, let's go ahead and declare our Magellan Morning 8, our eight-step morning ritual protocol process. As always, we're going to keep that brutally consistent until I stop doing this, which hopefully will be never, right? So every day it's going to be smack in your face because that is our foundation. That's number one. Number two, we have a Zoom coaching cast this Friday, noon Eastern. It's the first one of the month of February. Love for many of you to show up. If you want to be on fly on the wall, that's fine too. Your call. But come check it out, especially if you're on trial. So you see that you get some Coach Joe time personally. Inside of what we do here in Network. Now, as far as today's challenge for Challenge Wednesday, it's very simple. So I've been watching, the thread yesterday on kind of what's holding you back, right? And it's kind of interesting how it always falls into like business development, right? I've got to do better at referrals. I've got to do better at networking. I've got to do better at optimization, right? So it kind of always falls into a couple broad-based categories. And I think that's great because, here's the good news. There's nothing that I've seen thus far that I go, oh man, you don't have control over that. Like you have control over how you network. Open your mouth and ask for referrals and introductions. You have control over that. Optimization, right? Run our balance sheet protocol. So the bottom line is you have 100% control on those outcomes if you choose to change them. That's the key. If you choose. So here's the challenge for today. All I want you to do is to post in this thread after you declare your Magellan 8, after you say clear coach on the message, the third element for today's game. What is the one habit that you know is costing you dollars, success, elevation? It could be sleeping in, it could be watching TV, it could be not eating properly, it could be fantasy football, it could be, hanging out with the wrong people. I want you to declare publicly, and this is public inside of our game here, so it's not like I'm asking you to go on LinkedIn, right, or into your marketplace and kind of make those declarations. We're going to do it inside of our game, which is always going to be a confidential game. But there's a power in making public declaration. It's uncomfortable, and that's good. Because growth is all about how you want to grow, you want to get your economic needle to move. Ask yourself this question: how uncomfortable am I willing to get to move it quickly? Because that is the formula. You want massive economic improvement, you're going to have some sleepless nights. You're going to have, we're here in the middle of massive change, massive elevation, what we're doing. And for some of you who've been around me for a couple of years, you've seen it already. How we do our events, how we do things here, right? And, we're putting more things on the board because it's part of my mission, right? And part of my vision for myself and my team. And let me say this, I have plenty of sleepless nights. I've got to always master my internal communication that I'm not stressed out, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm just uncomfortable. And then I say I'm just uncomfortable because I'm growing. I'm elevating. And I was making this comment to somebody during a one-on-one yesterday, and I'm kind of getting sidebarred here, but it's on my mind, so I want to share it with you. A lot of times your game will grow, and you're kind of trying to fit into it. And that fit is where the stress is, the uncomfortableness is, stuff like that. It's like, okay, I'm growing a bit. Okay, it feels like it's getting away from me a little bit, right? Because you're catching into it now, okay? So that necessarily doesn't mean a bad thing. It just means, okay, the business is going a little bit faster than we thought. We always think about, hey, we elevate first and our business behind us. And I'd say over a vast majority of the time that's accurate. But there are those moments where, boom, something happens, right? Maybe you get an opportunity to buy a practice. Maybe all of a sudden you got an influx of referrals, right? Maybe all of a sudden you've got a couple of very, very interesting economic situations where it wasn't like you're moving faster than you thought in the elevation game, and now you feel like you're catching up a little bit. It's common, it's normal, is what I'm going through now. So don't get freaked out is my point, right? It's like nothing's wrong. In fact, the reality is everything's right. And it just feels weird, right? With that. So that's your challenge for today. I want you to declare one of the one bad habits that you have, that you know you absolutely need to get hold of. That you need to, you know what, I gotta tamp that sucker down. I gotta change it, I gotta shift it. It can be something that's relatively large, it can be something that's tiny, but you know it affects your performance, therefore it affects your bank account, right? That's the challenge for today. So just a declaration to start our game. Recap. Declare your Magellan Morning 8. Zoom coaching cast, noon Eastern this Friday. I'll post Friday morning. There's no, you don't have to pre-register, just show up, but make sure you're on Zoom to do that. The challenge for today is declare the one habit, large, little, that you know is holding you back. And I gave you a list earlier. Declare it here. All right. That's our game for Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, off we go. See you in 24.